Next, we continue our series on artivism, the intersection of art and activism, by featuring artist Wende Caporale Greene. Wende is a Connecticut-based and nationally recognized artist and educator. She's participated in numerous group exhibitions with the Pastel Society of America in New York, receiving awards including the Art Spirit Foundation Gold Medal in 2018 and 2019, and earning the designation Master Pastelist. And she was one of 10 invited figurative painters for the Portrait Society of America's exhibition Inspiring Figure in 2010. In 2019, Wende and her husband were honored with Lifetime Achievement Awards from the Figurative Art Convention and Expo. She serves on various boards, including Artists Fellowship, Inc., for which she is President Emeritus, the Portrait Society of America, and the Hudson Valley Art Association. Wende is here today to discuss her current exhibit at Waterbury's Mattituck Museum entitled The Art of Feeding Community. Please welcome to Justice Southbury, Wende Greene.
Yes. Rick, thank you so much for inviting me here today. This is really a treat to be able to talk about my show. Give me a second, let me grab my notes. Okay, so I'm Wende Caporale Greene. Okay. And as Rick mentioned, I'm having a solo exhibition at the Mattituck Museum. This is the first time I've had a solo show. I'm a figurative painter. I've painted mostly portraits for many years. And I moved to Connecticut in 2021, so I've been here 5 years. I wanted at the time when I moved here to branch out and to do something other than just portraits, but to focus on what personally moved me. And I wanted to create a thematic show that had to do with things that interested me. So I needed a direction, I needed a theme for my work. So on my daily walk, I was asking myself, what are my interests? Well, I'm a figurative painter. I love painting people, I love painting portraits, but I also love food. I love good food, I love healthy food. Healthy food is really important to me, and I love sharing it with the community. So I began going to the farmers market in Washington Depot with my dear friend Jean, and I met there the purveyors and the farmers, and I just became completely enamored of them. Particularly the first two that I met were cheesemonger Kate Redden and her husband, who is the fishmonger Zach Redden. So I'm getting to a point here. Their enthusiasm for what they did, what they're doing, is really contagious. So I began following them around. I went with Zach to the Fulton Street Fish Market at 1 o'clock in the morning to watch him walk through and choose the different fishes and talk to the different vendors. I went with Kate to a farm called Cato Corner in Colchester. I went out on a lobster boat a couple of summers ago. I was out for 5.5 hours taking photos of I work for photographs, taking photos of the lobster man and his crew, which was quite an interesting experience. I met the urban farmers in downtown Waterbury. Actually, I went to an organization called Grass City Harvest that was recommended to me, and I met two gentlemen who are urban farmers. They actually have plots of land in Waterbury that they develop fruits and vegetables, and they work through this nonprofit organization by teaching the community how to grow food and also how to prepare it. So they give to homeless, and they give to, or they provide food to senior citizens, and they really help the community. So they were really inspiring to me. So my point is, I chose to paint all of these people. I wanted to feature them. I wanted to bring attention, put a spotlight on these people. And I thought it would be a great idea for a show. So I went to Mattituck Museum and spoke to the director there, who I knew through a friend, and I proposed what I wanted to do, but I had no work to show him at all. I just showed him examples of what I had done before, and I told her what my proposal was, and he immediately called the curator and set me up with a deal. And the opening was already into May, although it doesn't feel like it. So it's been up for about a month, but it'll be up till June 7th. Right, there are other things I wanted to say about it. Bear with me. So I am extremely grateful to the director for taking a chance on me, in effect, because he didn't know what I was going to put together. He had no idea what this imagery was going to look like. And I wanted to mention, I learned so much by working with all these purveyors and farmers. A couple of things I learned when I was down at the Fulton Fish Market. I learned that you could eat scallops raw. So there was a scallop vendor who encouraged me to eat a scallop, and I was really amazed at how delicious it was. I learned from a butcher, who was a whole animal butcher up in Maine. He works with local farms that provide him with whole animals that he cuts up. Veal is predominantly male. Does anyone know why that's the case? Okay, I'll tell you. This surprised me. Veal is predominantly male because the female cows produce milk. The males don't produce anything, so they become the food source.
Oh, isn't that an irony you could use?
Cheese should be served at a peak ripeness, which I learned from my friend Kate. I always thought you just buy cheese in the supermarket and you put it out whenever you're ready to eat it and you do it. That's not necessarily the case. There are seasons for cheese, and cheese should be served at the proper time to be enjoyed to its optimum. I learned about lobsters who are female, who are egg-bearing. Shouldn't be caught. They should be put back in the water. That may sound like an obvious one, but it never occurred to me. So the lobster man showed me a female containing lots of eggs, and put it back in the water. I also learned about companion gardening, which encourages natural pest control and increased yield. But the main thing I learned is how fortunate we are to live in a community among farmers where we have convenient access to fresh produce and meats and poultry and other products. The urban farmers who work with nonprofits to bring fresh food to their community provide this to these communities, these urban communities. But we kind of take it for granted because it's all around us in our comfortable suburban communities. So I really wanted to highlight these people who are bringing this wonderful food to our community, making it available to us, and we're really fortunate. So what began as a personal project expanded with sharing these images with the public to raise awareness of local, sustainable, sourced foods. It's been an exciting venture that has presented new challenges and recognition of what can be gained